As we take you to the Metrodome at the top of the 7th, Manny Ramirez to left, Roberto Alomar and Enrique Wilson. They both come in to score, and the Indians at this point are up by the score of 8-1. Bottom 7, Twins have come back. They're only down 2. Midry Cummings to center. Matt Lawton comes around to score. Twins within 1. They had a 6-run 7th. Top 8. Alomar blips it to right. Denny Hocking. Great catch. Bottom 8, it's Hocking up. Christian Guzman on first. Attempts to steal. Alomar throws it away. Guzman heading for third. He's the tying run. And once he gets to third, he says, you know what? I'm going to try to tie this thing up. Here we go. Guzman to the plate. Out. So the Indians still up 8-7. Bottom 9, Twins down 9-8. Man on, Midray Cummings. Looky here. Wins the game with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 9th. His first home run of the season. Minnesota winning it 10-9. They trailed 8-1 in the 7th, but came back. The biggest comeback in Minnesota's 40-year history. Martinez pitching for Boston. Paul Konerko. Down he goes. Next man up here in the top of the 2nd, Chris Singleton. Down he goes. Martinez struck out 4 in 5 innings of work. Bottom of the 3rd now. Brian Dahlback. The other way, and it is gone. His 6th of the year. Boston's up 3-zip. 5-0 Boston, top 6. Maglio Ordonez gets a hold of one. His 6th of the year. 2-run shot. White Sox down 3. It's 5-3 Boston, bottom 6. Veras, a ground up towards third. The ball hits Carl Everett on his way home. Everett says he was in foul territory, but he's called out. Jimmy Williams comes out to argue. We have a controversy in the rain, no less. Watch it again. Everett standing inside the line, correctly called out. So that was a good call there. Everett displeased with it, but it was the right call. Red Sox win it 5-3. The game called after 6 innings because he'll get the start for the Yanks.
Orioles, Blue Jays. Here we go. Bottom of 2. Tony Batista leading off and pauses that out there for his 10th. Game's tied at 1. Still 1-1 in the 3rd. Blue Jays get going with some hits here. Raul Mondesi, single. Carlos Delgado, single. Brad Fulmer, RBI infield single. Tony Batista walks. Marty Cordova, 2 RBI single. Jose Cruz Jr., a bloop single for an RBI. And Homer Bush up the middle, 2-run score, 7-1 Jays. They gave up an empty netter and win it 7-2. So the Orioles have dropped 13 in a row to the Jays going back to last season.
Eddie Johnson, focused. Top of the 1st, F.P. Santangelo, bring him up, sit him down. Gary Sheffield, bring him up, sit him down. Next man up, Eric Karros. Down he goes. Johnson striking out the side in the 1st. Top of the 2nd. Todd Hundley getting a hold of one. Home run. Dodgers up 1-zip. Bottom of the 3rd, Bernard Gilkey. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Kevin Brown strikes him out. Top of the 6th, it's Hundley again. 1 on, 2 outs. Johnson gets even, striking him out there. Look at all those Ks. Johnson 13 in all. Luis Gonzalez in the bottom of the 7th, the left center. Jay Bell comes around to score. Gonzalez ends up at 2nd. We're tied at 1. Kevin Brown not happy. 1-1, bottom 9. Runners on 1st and 3rd, no outs. Tony Womack over the drawn-in outfield. Andy Fox scores the game-winning run, and the D-backs win it by the score of 2-1. They've now won 7 in a row. Johnson, a no decision, but he did strike out 13 in 8 innings of work. He went 0 for 3 at the plate. His hitting streak is over. The big unit now has 10 or more strikeouts in 7 of the 8 starts.
In San Francisco, it was a windy day. 3rd inning, Giants down 2-1. Barry Bonds. In the event of a water landing, please use your seat cushion as a flotation device. Game tied at 2 apiece, and he has reached the water twice. Only guy to do so. 5th inning, still tied at 2. Edgar Renteria, home run. Cardinals jump out front. 3-2's the count. Now we're in the 5th. 1 on, 2 out. Bill Miller pulling this. Calvin Murphy from first base has some room to run. And you don't see him until now. He's safe. Game is tied at 3 apiece. Bottom 8 tied at 3. And the possibility of a hole in the bottom of the C. Barry Bonds has done it again. Second of the game, both going to the water. The Giants win it with that, 4-3. Bonds has now reached McCovey Cove 3 times, the only guy to splash down so far. San Francisco manager Dusty Baker said Big Mac can hit them farther than Bonds on second. Mike Piazza's with the bat. And a large plate of meat served to him, his 8th. Mets go up on Pittsburgh 5-1. Next batter, Rob Ventura, Ibid. Back-to-back go the Mets, 7th for Ventura. Mets go out front 6-1. Second night in a row, the Mets go back-to-back. 6th inning, Pirates down 6-3. Man on first. Will Cordero had a good game or something. That's deep. His 4th. He was 5 for 5. Only active player to have a 5-hit game in both leagues. We're in the 7th. Pirates lead 8-7. Loaded up. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. John Vanderwall pinch hitting. Vanderwall way back to left. Ricky Henderson's after it and could maybe not catch it. 2 runs come to score. Pirates go up 10-7. Take another look as Henderson obviously saving himself for the 8th inning. The Pirates win this thing 13-9. Pittsburgh went for 20 hits. In particular, the Mets were done in by the Pirates' 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Kevin Young, Will Cordero, and Pat Mears combined to go 12 for 14, which is
Jesus Sanchez pitching to Brian Jordan off his glove. Dave Berg, a little bit wide, but Mike Redmond. Great hustle, backing up the play to second, and Jordan is out. Tom Glavine here to Cliff Floyd in the bottom of the 3rd. Bobby Bonilla, always an adventure. Bobby Bonilla in the outfield. 2 runs coming to score, and the Marlins are up by the score of 2-1. In the top of the 8th, bases loaded, 1 out. Armando Almanza against Andres Galarraga. The Braves are down 2. They are threatening. Big Cat goes down, so there are 2 outs. Bases still loaded. Braden Looper to Brian Jordan, and down he goes. Great work there by the Marlins, and they win it 5-3. Glavine had won 8 straight decisions dating back to last September, but he got the loss, giving up 5 runs in 7.
4th inning, 2 out, 1 on. Vlad Guerrero against Robert Person. Took a little while to develop. Look at Person. Wiffle ball occurs. Phillies lead 3-0, by the way. Bases loaded. Person at the plate. Hard. Guerrero's there. Couldn't get it. Mike Lieberthal coming around to score. Phillies go out front 4-0. To the 9th, Matt Blank thrown against Rico Bronya. Or just thrown at him. Right on the wrist. Didn't look good. He's down in pain. Taken out. Did not return. Bottom 9, Person throwing well. Vlad Guerrero, he's compelled to pop up. Guerrero went 0 for 4. Person went the whole way, and the Phillies won it 8-0. 4-hitter for Robert Person, the first complete game of his career. Kevin Jordan helped back him up with
man on, deep left. Van Grieve brings it back. Great catch by Ben Grieve, and Benji Gill not pleased. Bottom of the 8th, it's Garrett Anderson with his team down 1 to the left field wall. Tim Salmon comes in to score to tie the game at 3. That's the score. Top 9, it's Grieve. A liner to right. Ryan Christensen comes home to break the tie. Oakland scores 4 in the 9th. And the Athletics win it by the final score of 7-4 as Grieve goes 3 for 4, drives in 2. He's got 21 RBI over his last 14 games. Oakland finishes its season-high 12-game road trip to Minnesota, KC, Texas, and Anaheim with an 8-4 mark. The A's were 4-20 on the road against these same teams last season. Mariners and the Rangers were in the top of the 4th, tied at 1. We're not tied any longer. This is A-Rod. He went 2 for 4 in the game. Home run, his 10th of the year. Mariners up 2-1. Bottom of the 5th, bases loaded for David Segui, one-time Mariner. Scott Sheldon and Luis Alicea come around to score, and Texas is up by the score of 4-2. Top 8, 2 outs. Runners on first and second for David Bell. That drops, goes to the wall. A-Rod scores. John Olerud also scores. We're all tied up at 5. Rangers down 6-5, bottom 9. It's Segui again. This has all the makings. Way back and gone. Winning the game with a 2-run home run. Segui, 3 for 5 in the game, drives in 5 runs. Texas wins at 7.
Out. Bichette over to third.
Down to third.
It's 5, 4, and 3, and the numbers from the Fronton were 2 and 9. Fourth double play Bichette has hit into in 2 games. 6th inning, Reds up 2-0. Hitchcock with the bat. Rips that, but Aaron Boone making the good play. Backhand, good hose across. This play mattered. Why? Next batter, Eric Owens. And even with derogatory credit, you can own a brand new car. Reds go up 2-1. Actually, Reds were already up 2-0, so it's now 2-1 is what I mean to say. And then Bichette off Trevor Hoffman, the good one. But that's out. Reds win it 5-1, piling on some more. Dante Bichette, the big hero and everything, but nearly got himself into the scorebook as one of the big quads of all time. His ground out into the double play you saw gave him 4 in 2 games, 1 shy of the Major League record. Back to Bichette in good light. He's now 7 for 18 all-time off of Trevor Hoffman. 4 of those are home runs. The Brewers and the Cubs. 4th inning. Cubs down 1-0. Jason Barre, Sammy Sosa, home run. His 13th. He's 15 for 30 now in his last 7 games with 5 homers, tied at 1. 8th inning all of a sudden. 3-1 game. Jeremy Burnett, he's swinging well. 3-run Dawn. 5th homer in 4 games. Brewers are up here 4-3. Bottom of 9, Cubs down 8-3. Jim Brewski throwing in relief. Damon Buford, the pop-up. Kevin Barker. This could end it, but obviously he did not rent the Tom Amansky defensive drills video. It's endorsed by Fred McGriff. Next batter, Henry Rodriguez. Wasn't supposed to play. Home run. 3-run pinch hit home run. Cubs cut the lead 8-6. Still bottom of 9. Still 8-6. Bob Wickman thrown 1-2 to Mark Grace. Looked okay. Take another look to see how women 18-26 feel, but they don't matter. It's called a ball. Next pitch, Grace conks that. Mark Loretta coming. Newbie up a bit high. Eric Young and Ricky Gutierrez come to score. We're tied at 8 apiece. Another look. Even with the high throw, it sort of looked like he got down for the out. But, again, that doesn't matter either. He's called safe. 11th inning, tied at 8. Valerio de los Santos to Willie Green. The single. Gutierrez comes in. The Cubs come back to win it 9-8 in the 11th. Rick Aguilera got the win by pitching a perfect 11th. This is Bagwell against Masato Yoshi. And the Boats sleep 6. Bagwell's 10th. Astros out front 4-0. To the 7th we go. 5-0. Shane Reynolds to Jeffrey Hammonds. Dead center. And this is a strange park. It's going uphill. Richard Hidalgo couldn't get to it, had to walk up the hill to get it, maybe ran. Third base he is with a triple there. Watch again. Hidalgo just missed it. But with the incline work, he will improve his cardio. 2 batters later, Scott Service against Reynolds. He's choking on a splinter. Reynolds, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits given up, 1 earned run, paid 6. This marks the first series win for